What is going on, people? Today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to grow your YouTube channel for producers, rappers, singers, any kind of artist. Okay, so first and foremost, I think it's very important to show your fans, random viewers, people who come across your material, the behind the scenes, what it really takes to make this music, your process. What I'm saying is, turn the camera on yourself. Don't just put out music visualizers. Really let the audience get to know you. Build a relationship with them and show them your process. Maybe you're trying different drums, you're trying to write a song, whatever it is. Really let people know who you are, because that's how people return. That's why people return to your videos. That's why people subscribe to your channels, because of you, the person, the individual. Show them your personality and your sense of humor. Can't hurt. Honestly, it can't hurt. Number 2, quality and quantity. Now, this is a tricky subject when it comes to this, because some people say
put out 1 video per week or put out a really good quality every month. That's okay, but
I say look at what your competition is doing. Look at what the other channels are doing. And for music producers, for example, they're putting out very good quality instrumentals daily, if not every other day. They also have great artwork, the titles are appropriate, they're fitting, and the tags are good. So I would say try to emulate that. And if you can't do a video daily, because that is a lot of work, try to do as much as you can and keep it consistent. Keep it consistent, and again, keep it consistent. Now, tip number 3 is about leveraging the community. It's about looking at where your music is in the great landscape of the internet. Are you focused on beat stores? Are you focused on Spotify? Are you on SoundCloud? Wherever it is, leverage your community. Communicate and really reach out to people, but don't just send a generic copy and pasted email. I've done it in the past, and trust me, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. And I've received those copied and pasted messages in the past, and I don't respond to them because I feel like you couldn't take the time to write a genuine message to me. I'm not going to take the time to respond to you. So if you do come across an artist, preferably someone who's not huge, someone who's working and grinding and putting in the work, same as you, and really just try to reach out to them. Let them know you like what they're doing, that you do this type of music, maybe even show them, send them a few links. But I feel like you shouldn't say too much in your first interaction with them. Just say hey first time and take it from there. I mean, you wouldn't ask someone to marry you on your first meeting, would you? This isn't How I Met Your Mother or something. Number 4, building on leveraging your community, is to collaborate. Now, this is such a powerful thing that a lot of people are really interested in doing, is putting your skill set with another individual's skill set to make something unique and wonderful. It's amazing. Producers do it, artists do it. Why aren't you doing it? Really think about it. Find someone who, on YouTube for example, has a similar amount of subscribers, similar type of video, a similar style to you. Reach out to them and explain what your vision is, your idea, your style, because they might not get you 100%. So don't just assume people understand, and try to collaborate with them. You know, that's the great thing about the internet, is that you can reach out to 100 people a day. Now, if you don't have that much time, start with 10. Send 10 genuine messages to 10 people that you think would be reasonable to collaborate with, and see what happens. And number 5, now this is going to be the most frustrating, hard to digest piece of information that you might hear in this video, but there's a saying that it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. I'll say that one more time. It takes 10 years to be an overnight success. So when you see an artist or a producer or an individual, even an actor, come out of the woodworks and you're like, wow, they came out of nowhere and they're so successful. What you don't realize is like the duck's legs under the pond that are doing all of that work. All you see is the duck on top of the water just floating along like it's easy. It takes a lot of work to gain mass exposure. It takes a lot of work to gain 100 subscribers. It takes a lot of work to gain 10,000 subscribers. On YouTube, from my personal experience, the hardest part with regard to subscribers is gaining that first 100. If you can do 100, you can do 200, and if you can do 200, you can do 1,000. And it's a snowball effect from there. So a little bit of background on how YouTube works. So let's say, for example, you have a video that you've released. It's a great instrumental, it's got great visuals, and the titles are great as well. It's all good. And you've checked 2 weeks later and it's got 5,000 views and you're over the moon. You're so happy. Well, here's what happens under the engine in the YouTube algorithm. So your video is getting a lot of traction, it's doing really well. They are more likely to put that out to more people. Someone will then see your video with a great thumbnail, a great title, and 5,000 views underneath it and say, why does this video have 5,000 views? And that curiosity leads more people to clicking, and the more people that click, the more times it gets shared. And that's as simple as it. That's how it works. So the more videos you put out, the more chances you get to gain that exposure that I know you really want. Now, so a quick recap. Step number 1, turn the camera on yourself and let the audience get to know you. Step number 2, quality and quantity. So you need to put out good videos fairly regularly. Keep it consistent. Number 3, leverage your community, regardless of what platform you're on. And don't try to be on every social media platform. Maybe stick to 2 and communicate and reach out to people and let them know what you're trying to achieve. Let them join your story. Let them be part of your mission. You know, if your mission is to reach 10,000 views, maybe you can make some kind of incentive for people to want to subscribe to you. And if they share, if they share your music, you'll give them a free sample pack or you'll like their videos. Collaborate with people. That's step number 4. Take your thing that makes you unique and mix it with someone else's thing that makes them unique and make something even more special. But the key to this is to really find someone that genuinely matches up with you. Don't just go for the first person that you happen to, interact with, because sometimes it might not work. And even though this person might have great music, a good following, and you feel like this is going to be a great partnership, and you hear the track, if you don't feel like it meets your personal standards, sometimes you have to be honest and just say, you know what, I appreciate you taking the time out to work with me, but I don't feel this is the right direction that I want to go in. You might not like foul language or certain topics, and they might do that, and you feel that's not me. Don't compromise to grow, because if you compromise on this, you compromise on that, and before you know it, you're not you anymore. Do you, remain you. That's what makes you you. Step number 5, the infamous quote: it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. And I believe that's so true. Don't expect this thing to come quickly and overnight. That's not how it works. Some people make it seem easy, but that's just people, showing off to an extent. Like, look how easy this is. But it's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. But I believe that if you truly want to do this, you can do this. Really.
As promised, here is the bonus tip. So, one thing that people really disregard and do not take advantage of is their own comment section. Time and time again, I've seen great videos and they receive a lot of comments, a lot of feedback, positive affirmation saying, wow, great video, I really like this, awesome clip, I love this beat, for example, for producers. And some of them don't even click the like or the heart to respond. I have found from my own research that when you take the time to even just say thank you, to put an emoji in their comment section to respond, you're more likely to gain that person's appreciation. Wow, that person took time out to respond to me. thank you. And then you start to build a relationship with that person. That relationship then turns into a subscriber, and that subscriber could potentially share your video and pass your music and help your channel to grow even further. People want their channels to grow, but are looking for these big things that they can do. And I believe that it starts from the inside out. When you release a video, if you get 5 comments, you need to respond 5 times. And as your channel grows, it's going to get more and more difficult to respond, but make a decent effort to communicate with your audience.
So what I need you guys to do is to like my video, share the video, comment, let me know what your favorite tip is, what you found the most useful, and of course, please subscribe. All the beats that I used in the video were produced by yours truly, that's me, Augustine II. Feel free to listen to my other tracks that I have on my channel, they're awesome. I've been featuring a lot of artists and music producers this year for a long time, and I'm kind of winding down on that. But if you feel like you need a bit of promotion or some help or some support, get in touch. I have time for you. I'm always willing to help. I'm always willing to collaborate. I'm always willing to communicate our response to each and every comment I receive. And for some more behind the scenes footage and a bit of humor and some random videos, follow me on Instagram. If you enjoyed the vibe, subscribe. And until next time, peace.